9-8.
Alright, it is 7 o'clock. We will start with your heat races. First out is VTA. For my marshals, I'm looking for those Formula One drivers, Brian and RJ, and a couple volunteers.
Conrad Brunner. L. Matt. One minute to the start of the race.
When it comes to turn marshaling, I can't do it. They know it.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Do what Sean used to do.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
You better improve your hand.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Chris Monday. Mike Monday.
Could I get Rob across the line? Chad, can you
Rob
cross the
Powley.
line?
Chad Bradley.
Alright, we'll get you guys lined up. It is Mike in 1, Matt in 2, Chris in 3, Rob in 4, Chad in 5, and Conrad in 6. Mike's first, followed by Matt, then Chris, Rob, Chad, and Conrad. Only 5? Alright, you guys are all set and ready to go on the tone in lesson 5. Well, only 2, but...
4 minutes left.
Yeah. 1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Rob, your leader, with a 30 in the 5:07. Chris in second with a 29 in the 5:05, back half a second. Mike in third with a 27 in the 5:11, back 7 seconds. Conrad in fourth with a 27 in the 5:09, back 0.3 seconds. Matt in fifth with a 26 in the 5:02, back 1.2. And Chad in sixth with a 25 in the 5:01, back 2.8. Caution on the right, stay wide on the right. Stay wide on the right. All clear.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes left in the race. It is Rob, your leader. Chris in second, back 2.3 seconds. Matt in third, back 11 seconds. Conrad in fourth, back 8.5. Chad in fifth, back 3.1. And Mike in sixth, back 1 second. Right now, Chris holds the fastest lap of the race with an 8.6. Rob's fastest lap is an 8.8. Matt's fastest lap is a 9 flat. Conrad's fastest lap is a 9.8. Chad's fastest lap is a 10.2, and Mike's fastest lap is a 10.3.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes left in the race. It is Rob, your leader, with a 32 in the 5:08. Chris in second with a 31 in the 5:02, back 2.2 seconds. Matt in third with a 29 in the 5:06, back 17.5. Conrad in fourth with a 27 in the 5:07, back 13 seconds. Mike in fifth with a 27 in the 5:03, back 5 seconds. And Chad in sixth with a 26 in the 5:06, back 2 seconds. Coming up next is 12 scale heat race 1. Later.
1 minute left.
Final 60 seconds to the race, drivers. Final 60. It is Rob, your leader. Chris in second, back 2.5 seconds. Matt in third, back 23 seconds. Conrad in fourth, back 9.5. Chad in
45
fifth,
seconds
back
left.
9.3. And Mike in sixth, back 3 seconds. Up next is 12 scale heat race 1.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left in the race, drivers. 30 seconds left.
Fifteen seconds left.
10 seconds left. About the 15-ish lap mark.
Chad Bradley done.
Exact lap.
Mike Monday done.
Chad, you're done. Mike,
Conrad,
you're done.
you're done.
Conrad, you're done.
Rob,
Rob,
you're
you're done.
done.
Chris and Matt,
Chris
you're both
Monday
done.
done.
Rob
Elmatt
got the
done.
win with a 32 in the 5:06. Chris got second with a 32 in the 5:06. Matt got third with a 29 in the 5:07. Conrad got fourth with a 27 in the 5:04. Chad got fifth with a 26 in the 5:01. And Mike got sixth with a 26 in the 5:03. Up next is 12 scale heat race 1 with Brian Fink, Brian Vanderveen, Steve, Greg, and Scott. I will need 4 drivers from VTA for my marshals.
the Stig. Scott Uden. Steve Roebling. One minute to the start of the race.
Not bad for my first race in 5 years.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Pass out, just keep the race going.
Greg Huey. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Just looking for Brian Vanderveen out to the track.
"15 seconds to the start of the race. Brian Vanderveen.
All right, we'll get you guys lined up. It is Brian Fink in 1, Brian Vanderveen in 2, Steve in 3, Greg in 4, and Scott in 5. All right, my marshals are in place. You guys are good to go. Once you hear your name, Brian Fink, Brian Vanderveen, Steve, Greg, and Scott.
Four minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Vanderveen, your leader, with a 41 in the 5:05. Scott in second with a 38 in the 5:07, back 5.2 seconds. Brian Fink in third with a 38 in the 5:06, back half a second. And Greg in fourth with a 32 in the 5:06, back 14 seconds.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes left in the race. It is Brian Vanderveen, your leader. Brian Fink in second, back 6.5 seconds. Scott in third, back half a second. Greg in fourth, back 17 seconds. And Steve in fifth, back 2 minutes. Caution on the bottom right. Stay tight on the bottom right. All clear on the bottom right. Currently, Brian Vanderveen holds the fastest lap with a 7 flat. Scott's fastest lap is a 7.3. Brian Fink's fastest lap is a 7.1. Greg's fastest lap is a 7.4. And Steve's fastest lap is a 7.6.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes left. It is Brian Vanderveen, your leader, with a 41 in the 5:05. Brian Fink in second with a 39 in the 5:05, back 9 seconds. Scott in third with a 38 in the 5:0, back 2 seconds. And Greg in fourth with a 36 in the 5:07, back 14.5 seconds. Coming up next is 21.5 TC. Caution on the bottom right. Stay wide on the bottom right. All clear.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds from the race drivers. Final 60. It is Brian Vanderveen, your leader, with a 40 in the 5:01. Brian Fink in second with a 38 in the 5:01, back 13 seconds.
45 seconds
Scott
left.
in third with a 37 in the 5:02, back half a second. And Greg in fourth with a 35 in the 5:03, back 16 seconds.
Thirty seconds left.
30 seconds left in the race drivers. 30 seconds left. Up next is 21.5 TC.
Fifteen seconds left.
10 seconds left in the race drivers. 10 seconds left. Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be done once you hear your name.
The stick done.
Brian Fink, you are done.
Brian Vanderveen done.
Brian Vanderveen, you are done.
Greg Huey done.
Greg, you are done.
Scott,
And
done.
there's Scott. Brian Vanderveen got the win with a 40 in the 5:06. Scott got second with a 38 in the 5:06. Brian Fink got third with a 37 in the 5:04. And Greg got fourth with a 36 in the 5:06. Coming up next is 21.5 Touring Car with Chris and Mike. I will need a couple a couple marshals from 12th scale.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Uniform.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Mike Monday. Chris Monday. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Just looking for a couple marshals from 12th scale.
"15 seconds to the start of the race.
Looking for Brian Vanderveen and Scott out to the track for marshals. All right, we'll get you guys lined up. It is Chris in 1 and Mike in 2. Brian or Scott, one of you want to come down to this side? Thank you. All right, my marshals are in place. You guys are good to go on the tone in less than 5.
Four minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Chris, your leader, with a 33 in the 507. Mike in second with a 29 in the 506, back 10.7 seconds. Disqualified.
3 minutes left.
He going too fast. 3 minutes left. It is Chris, your leader. Mike in second, back 18.3 seconds. Right now, Chris holds the fastest lap of the race right now with an 8.1, and Mike's fastest lap is a 9.8. Lays down to 7.9. I'll give him a lap. Pit stop. Yeah. Delete last lap.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes left. It is Chris, your leader, with a 34 in the 509, and Mike in second with a 29 in the 507. Back 32 seconds. Up next is GT12, Heat Race 1. Hey Scott, hold him.
One minute left.
Hey, he still has 2 laps on him. Final 60 seconds to the race drivers. Final 60.
45
It
seconds
is Chris,
left.
your leader, and Mike in second. Back 25 seconds. Up next is GT12 Heat Race 1.
Thirty seconds left.
30 seconds left in the race drivers. 30 seconds left.
Fifteen seconds left.
10 seconds left. Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be done once you hear your name.
Chris Monday.
Chris,
done.
you are done. And
Mike
Mike, you're
Monday
done. Chris got the win with a 32 in the 505. Mike got second with a 29 in the 509. Coming up next is GT12 Heat Race 1. Looking for Chris and a couple more volunteer marshals. Chris and a couple more volunteers.
John Sumner.
I'm talking about you, Rittenberg.
John Stager. Nick Zaley. Scott Uden. One minute to the start of the race. Steve Roebling. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Won't drive fast enough. Looking for a couple more volunteers, marshals out here. Just needing 2. All right, we'll get you guys lined up. It is Scott in 1, John in 2, Steve in 3, John Steger in 4, Nick in 5, and Greg in 6. Still looking for one more volunteer marshal. 1 marshal's all I need. Just 1. This side, Brian. Bottom left. All right. My marshals are in place. You guys are good to go. Once you hear your name, Scott, John Sumner, Steve, John Steger, Nick, and Greg. Yes, I am. He's distracting. Okay.
4 minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Steve, your leader, with a 37 in the 502. Nick in second with a 36 in the 502, back 2.1 seconds. Greg in third with a 36 in the 508, back half a second. John Steger in fourth with a 35 in the 503, back half a second. And John Sumner in fifth with a 32 in the 508, back 7.8. Caution on the bottom or the top left. All clear. No, it is not.
3 minutes left.
Check them in. I honestly didn't even notice it.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes left in the race. It is Steve, your leader, with a 37 in the 502. Greg in second with a 35 in the 504, back 11 seconds. Nick in third with a 34 in the 507, back 7.5. And John Sumner in fourth with a 30 in the 503, back 23 seconds. Coming up next is Formula One Heat Race 1. Brian,
1 minute left.
final 60 seconds from the race drivers. Final 60, it is Steve, your leader. Greg in second, back 11.5 seconds. Nick in third, back 16.3
45
seconds.
seconds left.
And John in fourth, back 19.5. Coming up next is Formula One Heat Race 1.
Thirty seconds left.
30 seconds left in the race drivers. 30 seconds left.
15 seconds left.
Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be done once you hear your name.
John Sumner done. Nick
John,
Rowley
you are done. Nick, you are done.
Steve Roebling done.
Steve and Greg, you are
Greg
done.
Cuny done.
Steve got the win with a 37 in the 505. Greg got second with a 35 in the 502. Nick got third with a 30 in the 50. And John got fourth with a 31 in the 503. Up next is Formula One Heat Race 1 with Brian and RJ. For my marshals, I need Steve and Greg. Always.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Just looking for Steve and Greg out to the track for marshals. Steve and Greg.
Brian van der Veen.
Hey, Steve. Could you go and grab?
RJ Killian.
All right, we'll get you guys lined up. It is Brian in 1 and RJ in 2. All right, you guys are good to go when you hear your name. Brian. And RJ.
4 minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. It is RJ, your leader, with a 35 and the 5:07. Brian in second with a 34 and the 5:05. Back 1.5 seconds.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes left in the race. It is RJ, your leader. Brian in second, back 3.5 seconds. Right now, RJ holds the fastest lap of the race with an 8.3, and Brian's fastest lap is an 8.5.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes left. It is RJ, your leader, with a 35 and the 5:03, and Brian in second with a 34 and the 5:02. Back 4.5 seconds.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds in the race, drivers. Final 60. It is RJ, your leader, with a 35 and the 5:05. Brian in second with a 33 and the 5:01. Back 11 seconds. Stays tight on the bottom left.
45 seconds left.
All clear.
Thirty seconds left.
30 seconds left in the race, drivers. 30 seconds left.
Yes. 15 seconds left.
10 seconds left in the race, drivers. 10 seconds left. Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be done once you hear your name.
Brian Vanderveen.
Brian, you are done.
RJ
And
Killian.
RJ, you're done. RJ got the win with a 35 and the 5:06. Brian got second with a 33 and the 5:05. Your guys' second round of heat races are posted. We got started in 13 minutes at 8 o'clock.
El Matt. 10-3. 11-2. 9-7. 9-4. 9-4. 10 flat. 10-7. 9-6. 10-1. 10 flat. 16-8. Conrad Brunner. 10-5. 10-3. 9-6. 9-3. 9-8. 9-8. 10 flat. 8-9. 10 flat. 9-7. 'Steve Roebling. 9-5. Nick Zaley. 10 flat. 9-9. 9-5. 8-4. 9-4. 8-4. 8-4. 9-3. 13-1. 8 flat. 8-4. 16-2. 8-4. 10 flat. 8-9. 10-7. 8-5. 8-5. 8-8. 21.4. 8-2. 9-6. 8-4. 9-4. 8-5. 10-3. Steve Roebling. 8-5. 10-1. 9-6. 16-9. 8-2. 8-6. 7-8. 10-8. 16-9. 7-6. 8-7. 9-1. 11-7. 8-5. 8-1. 10-2. 8-4. 7-4. 9-4. 7-4. 9-4. 7-4. 17-9. 8 flat. 10 flat. 11-3. 7-4. 10 flat. 8-6. 7-5. 9-5. 8-4. 7-4. 9 flat. 8-9. 12-9. 8-7. 8-9. 8-1. 8-4. 8-2. 9-5. 8-4. 8-7. 8-8. 8-6. 9-1. 8-8. 9-4. 8-8. 9 flat. 8-8. 8-6.
probably. Alrighty, it is 8 o'clock. We're going to start with second round of heat races. Out first is VTA Heat Race 1 with Rob, Chris, Matt, Conrad, Chad, and Mike. For my marshals, I need RJ, Brian Vanderveen, and a couple volunteers. Hey, 20 bucks to do it.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Looking for those VTA drivers.
15 seconds to the start of the
Also
race.
looking for no more marshals.
Chad Bradley. Chris Monday. Mike Monday. Rob Powley.
Alright, which guys lined up? It is Rob in 1, Chris in 2, Matt in 3, Conrad in 4, Chad in 5, and Mike in 6. Don't know why, but yeah. Alright, my marshals are in place. You guys are good to go on the tone in lesson 5. First to last? Why is that? Caution on the left, stay wide. All clear. 1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Chris, your leader, with a 32 and the 5:07. Conrad in second with a 29 and the 5:09, back 6.3 seconds. Matt in third with a 29 and the 5:02, back half a second. Chad in fourth with a 26 and the 5:07, back 4.1 seconds. Rob in fifth with a 27 and the 5:11, back half a second. And Mike in sixth with a 26 and the 5:02, back half a second.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes left in the race. It is Chris, your leader. Matt in second, back 4.4 seconds. Rob in third, back 4 seconds. Conrad in fourth, back 2 seconds. Chad in fifth, back 2.5. And Mike in sixth, back 2/10. Caution on the left, on the right. All clear. Right now, Rob holds the fastest lap of the race with an 8.72. 8.72 is the fastest so far. Chris's fastest lap is an 8.78. Conrad's fastest lap is a 9.4. Matt's fastest lap is a 9.2. Chad's fastest lap is a 9.7. And Mike's fastest lap is a 10 flat.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes left in the race. It is Chris, your leader, with a 32 in the 5:09. Robin second with a 30 in the 5:07, back 9.4 seconds. Matt in third, back 29. Wait a minute. Matt's pace is a 29 in the 5:04. He is behind 6 seconds. Conrad in fourth with a 29 in the 5:06, back 1.5. Chad in fifth with a 28 in the 5:10, back 10 seconds. And Mike in sixth with a 27 in the 5:02, back 2.2 seconds. Up next is 12 to go heat race 1. Caution on the top right, stay wide on the top right. All clear.
1 minute left.
Final 60 seconds on the race, drivers. Final 60, it is Chris, your leader. Robin second, back 10 seconds. Stay tight on the right, stay tight on the right. All clear on the right.
45
Matt in
seconds
third,
left.
back 12 seconds. Conrad in fourth, back 1 second. Mike in fifth, back 14 seconds. And Chad in sixth, back 3 seconds. 30 seconds
30
left in the race,
seconds
drivers.
left.
30 seconds left. Up next is 12 to go heat race 1.
Fifteen seconds left.
10 seconds left in the race, drivers. 10 seconds left. Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be done once you hear your name. Chris, you're done. Matt, you're done. Conrad, you're done. Mike, you're done. Chad and Rob, you're done.
Rob Powell
Chris
done.
got the win with a 32 in the 5:01. Rob got second with a 31 in the 5:04. Matt got third with a 29 in the 5:0. Conrad got fourth with a 29 in the 5:02. Mike got fifth with a 27 in the 5:0. Chad got sixth with a 27 in the 5:04. Up next is 12 scale heat race 1. For my marshals, I'm looking for 4 from VTA.
The Stig. Scott Uden. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Just looking for Mr. Vanderveen.
Steve Roebling. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Greg Huey.
Hey, Rob. Can I get you in that corner? Sorry? That's fine. I think it goes the other way.
Ryan Vanderveen.
All right. Scott, you're in 2. It goes Brian, Scott, Brian Fink, Greg, and Steve. You guys are good to go once you hear your name. Brian Vanderveen, Scott, Brian Fink, Greg, and Steve.
Four minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Brian Vanderveen, your leader, with a 41 in the 5.0. Brian Fink in second with a 41 in the 5.07, back 1.2 seconds. Scott in third with a 40 in the 5.02, back half a second. Greg in fourth with a 39 in the 5.02, back 2.2 seconds. Steve in fifth with a 39 in the 5.07, back 4 seconds.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes left in the race. It is Vanderveen your leader. Scott in second, back 4 seconds. Steve in third, back 1.3. Greg in fourth, back half a second. And Brian Fink in fifth, back 9 seconds. Right now, Vanderveen holds the fastest lap of the race with a 7-1. Scott's fastest lap is a 7-2. Steve's fastest lap is a 7-2-8. Greg's fastest lap is a 7-2-3. And Brian Fink's fastest lap is a 7-2-3. Caution in the middle, stay tight in the middle. All clear.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes left. It's Vanderveen your leader with a 41 to 505. Scott in second with a 40 to 505. Back 5 seconds. Greg in third with a 39 to 505. Back 4.9. Steve in fourth with a 38 and the 503. Back 3.5. And Brian Fink in fifth with a 38 and the 506. Back 2 seconds. Caution on the top left, stay wide on the top left. All clear.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds from the race drivers. Final 60. It is Vanderveen your leader with a 41 and a 506. Scott in second with a 39 and a 50, back 7 seconds. Steve in
45
third with a
seconds
38
left.
and a 504, back 9 seconds. And Steve in fourth with a 37 and the 506, back 7 seconds. 30 seconds left in the race drivers. 30 seconds left. Coming up next is 21.5 touring car.
15 seconds left.
10 seconds left in the race drivers. 10 seconds left. Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be done once we hear your name.
Brian Vanderveen done.
Vanderveen, you are done.
Greg Huey done.
Greg, you are done.
Steve
Steve,
Rogan
you are
done.
done. And
Scott
there's
Eaton done.
Scott. Vanderveen got the win with a 40 and the 50. Scott got second with a 40 and the 507. Steve got third with a 38 and the 501. And Greg got fourth with a 37 and the 502. Coming up next is 21.5 touring car with Chris and Mike. I will need 2 drivers from 12 scale for my marshals. 2 drivers from 12 scale for my marshals.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Chris Monday. Mike Monday.
All right, we'll get you guys lined up. It is Chris in 1 and Mike in 2. Yeah, that's one thing that, yeah. You know how he... What? Yeah, but how does his car not like shake or whatever? How does like I don't know. Both of his hands are doing it at the same time. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I saw him. The first time I ever saw him race was about 20 years ago. And I've never met him before. And I watched him. Yeah. Yep. All right, my marshals are in place. You guys are good to go once you hear the tone. I think I need to deduct a lap for that. I know.
"4 minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Chris, your leader, with a 32 in the 5:03, and Mike in second with a 27 in the 5:02, back 10.5 seconds.
"3 minutes left.
And that is the race. Chris got the win with a 14 in the 2:11. Mike got second with an 8 in the 1:34. Coming up next is GT12 Heat Race 1. I will need Chris and a couple more volunteer marshals.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Scott Uden. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Steve Roebling. Nick Zaley. John Sumner. John Steger.
Just looking for Greg out to the track to make his check-in lap. Looking for one more volunteer marshal to the track. One volunteer marshal. Just looking for one volunteer marshal to the track. One marshal. Looking for one marshal to the track. One volunteer marshal. Thank you, Conrad. We'll get you guys lined up. It is Steve in 1, Greg in 2, Nick in 3, John in 4, John Sumner in 4, John Steger in 5, and Scott in 6. All right, my marshals are in place. You guys are good to go. Once you hear your name, Steve, Greg, Nick, John Sumner, John Steger, and Scott.
4 minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. It is John Steger, your leader, with a 38 in the 501. Steve in second with a 38 in the 504, back half a second. Greg in third with a 36 in the 503, back 3.4 seconds. Nick in fourth with a 36 in the 507, back 1 second. Scott in fifth with a 36 in the 507, back 0.1 seconds. And John Sumner in sixth with a 34 in the 505, back 3.7 seconds. You guys are chasing Steve's TQ with a 37 in the 505. Caution in the middle, stay tight in the middle. All clear.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes left in the race. It is John Steger, your leader. Steve in second, back 1.1 seconds. Scott in third, back 5.9. Greg in fourth, back 6.2. Nick in fifth, back 2 seconds. Scott in sixth, back 17 seconds. Right now, Steve holds the fastest lap of the race with a 7.5. John Steger's fastest lap is a 7.7. Greg's fastest lap is an 8.2. Nick's fastest lap is an 8.1. Scott's fastest lap is a 7.8. And John Sumner's fastest lap is an 8.1.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes left. It is Steve, your new leader, with a 38 in the 505. John Steger in second with a 37 in the 505, back 5 seconds. Greg in third with a 36 in the 505, back 5.2 seconds. Scott in fourth with a 36 in the 508, back 2 seconds. Nick in fifth with a 35 in the 503, back 2.5 seconds. And John Sumner in sixth with a 32 in the 5.0, back 16 seconds. Coming up next is your Formula One Heat Race 1.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds in the race driver's final 60. It is Steve, your leader. John Steger in second, back 6 seconds. Greg in third, back 6.2. Scott in fourth, back 2.7. Nick in
45
fifth, back
seconds
7
left.
seconds. And John Sumner in sixth, back 10 seconds.
Hmm. 30 seconds left.
That's the rounds. I said
15 seconds left.
no, like the heats up like GP12. There's only one heat at GP12. There's only one heat at 12. Yeah, I can see what you mean. Yeah. Finish this lap. You'll be done once you hear your name.
Greg Huey done.
Steve, you are done.
Steve
Greg, you are
Wilburn
done.
done.
John Sumner, you are done.
Nick Zaley done.
Nick, you are
John
done.
Steger
John
done.
Steger, you are done.
Scott Uden done.
And Scott, you're done. Steve got the win with a 38 in the 506. John Steger got second with a 37 in the 505. Greg got third with a 36 in the 504. Scott got fourth with a 36 in the 506. Nick got fifth with a 35 in the 507. And John Sumner got sixth with a 33 in the 50. Up next is Formula One with RJ and Brian. I will need Steve and John Steger to the track for marshals.
RJ Killian. Brian van der Veen. One minute to the start of the race.
Just looking for John Steger out to the track for Marshals.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
Looking for John Steger or another GT12 driver.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
John, could I get you on this side of the track, please? Thank you. We'll get you guys lined up. It is
10 seconds
RJ
to
in
the
1
start of the
and
race.
Brian in 2. All right, you guys are all good to go once you hear your name. RJ. And Brian.
Four minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. It is RJ your leader with a 35 and a 5:05. Brian in second with a 34 and a 5:07. Back 2 seconds.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes left in the race. It is RJ your leader with a 35 and a 5:02. Brian in second with a 34 and a 5:08. Back 6 seconds. You guys are chasing RJ's. With a 35 and a 5. Left.
15
10 seconds. Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be
RJ Killian
RJ. You are
15
10 seconds. Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be
RJ Killian
RJ. You are done. Brian, you are still live. Keep on rolling. Not that kind of rolling. There you are.
Vanderveen done.
RJ got the win with a 35 and the 5:04. Brian got second with a 35 and the 5:12. We'll come back at 9 o'clock with your main events. 9 o'clock with your main events. Your guys' mains are posted now.
El Matt. $14 flat. $10.6. $9.9. $9.6. $9.6. $9.6. $10 flat. $10.1. $9.4. $9.5. 10-6. 9-6. 9-4. 10 flat. 11 flat. 9-3. 9-9. 9-1. 9-5. 9-8. 9-5. 13-4. 9-6. 9-8. 9-9.
Alright, it is 9 o'clock. We're going to start with your main events. Out first is VTA. I am looking for those Formula One drivers, RJ and Brian, and a couple volunteers.
Gentlemen.
1 minute to the start of the race. Conrad Brunner. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Chad Bradley. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Hey, our employee discount is meant to pay more. Looking for those VTA drivers. I'm also looking for my Formula One drivers for my marshals, which are RJ and Brian. Got RJ out here, just looking for Brian, and then one more marshal.
Mike Monday.
Could you take it for like 5 minutes? If that.
Looks like we're looking for one more marshal. Thank you, Mr. Vandeveen. Aww, hi.
Rob Powell.
And there's Rob all checked in and ready to rock. Oh, hang on. What? Oh, the lineup, I'm sorry. It'll be Chris in the 1 spot, Rob will be in the 2, El Matt will be in the 3, Conrad in the 4, Mike in the 5, with Chad in the 6. Once again, that goes Chris 1, Rob 2, El Matt 3, Conrad 4, Mike 5, and Chad 6. En hablo español. Oh, okay. You said it so fast every time. I didn't hear what you said. I couldn't. I'm subbing at the moment. I like it. I like it. All right, drivers, we are lined up and ready to rock. Your marshals are in place. VTA A mainers on the tone in less than 5. Off of the start, we do got one barrel off there. Stay tight. Nice, nice. Thank you for that driver courtesy. Love to see it. Now, it is one driver shooting off that solo line, coming off that clean front stretch. It's that Chris. Chris coming off there lead. Conrad getting that 2. Red is the 3. That's Mike. Rob 4. Elmat 5. Chad 6. Beginning to see a little bit more separation out here. Now, out of the rounds, it was Chris Monday giving us that 32 in the 501. Turnaround out there in the center. Watch out. Keep on watching out for each other. Look for those clean passes around, not through, of course. It's hard to pass through. Caution out there in the center. Wide in the center. Stay wide. Good job, guys. Great job. Double trouble out there at the strike. 1 over total time. Wide, wide, wide. Do have one marshal out there, but we're all clear, drivers, all clear. 1 minute down with 7 to go. It is Chris who's coming off that early lead out there rocking that silver car. El Mac does move up to that number 2 spot, about 3 seconds off the leader. Robin the 2/10. Caution out there, top left-hand side. Wide, 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 top left. Nice job, guys, all clear. Chad is in that number 4 spot, 2.2 seconds off of Matt. Mike in the 5, 1.6 off of Chad, and Conrad in that 6, about 6 seconds off of Mike. A minute 30 now, drivers. Still looking at all that separation. Everyone on their own lines here. Love to see it. I think Chris and Mike are about to mix it up a little bit. Ooh, he gets around nice. Fast up on the track at the moment. Our number 2 car. Caution out there in the center. Keep it tight off that turn. Tight off the turn. Get a little bumpy in the chicane for the leader. All clear on the field, though. All clear. Little bunch of 3 coming up on the back chicane in that straight line formation. Very nice. Mike getting that inside line there. Nice, nice, nice. Fast lap was from Rob Pauly in the number 2 spot. He gave us an 8.690, but Chris actually gives us an 8.672. I mean, that's just slightly faster. These 2 drivers right here. Rob Pauly 1.6 seconds off of the leader here. Bear rolling down the back chicane. Stay tight. All clear. Your number 1 car driver out there in that silver. Your number 2 in the blue and silver. It's a backstretch length that separates them. Four drivers getting bunched up together here now. No, it's 3 of them. Can't count. Both leaders now in the middle of the chicane there. Bear rolling on the top left-hand side. All clear, though. We do land on those tires. Love it. .445 to go. Chris in the silver out front. That blue and silver running in the number 2 spot. Matt in that 3 in the blue and white. Mike running in that 4 spot in the red. Chad in the 5 in the all black. And then Conrad running in that number 6 spot in the gunmetal in yellow. Barreling on the top right-hand side. All clear, drivers, all clear. Ooh, caution out there in the center. Ooh, we got a body tuck out there in the center. Looks like we... Ooh. Is it not a body tuck? It looks like a body tuck. Maybe it just came off the post. Rolling out there on the bottom right-hand side. Does merge back into traffic. A-OK. The body is good. Nice. Clear.
4 minutes left.
Well, 4 minutes now, drivers. You are halfway there. Halfway there. Chris is the leader. Robert in the 2 spot. 1.8 seconds off of him. Matt in the 3 spot. Mike running 4. Chad 5. Conrad 6. Your leader out there in that silver gets some nice tight inside lines. Caution out there on the front. Go ahead and pull it. That's 4 minutes.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes to go now, drivers. 3 minutes to go. It is Chris hanging tough. Rob running that 2 spot. Matt 3, Mike 4, Chad 5. Caution out there on the back chicane. Leader in trouble. I think, yes, indeed. Rob did capitalize over that situation. Rob, now your leader coming up on the left-hand side down the backstretch. You're number 2. 1.5 seconds off of him. Two minutes now, drivers. 2 minutes
2
remain.
minutes left.
A minute 50 to go now, drivers. 150. It's a backstretch length that separates the leader, so we basically just reverted what we were doing earlier. Getting bumpy out there on the backstretch. Watch that chicane. Ooh. Saucy. Saucy. Chris getting those inside lines then. Looking good. Making his way through the traffic. We'll get bumpy out there on the back chicane. 4-car line. Nice.
1 minute left.
Final 60 seconds. It is Rob the leader. He's the blue and silver. He's got Chris in the number 2 spot in the all silver, running about 1.7 seconds off of him. Matt in the 3 spot in the blue and white. Mike running that 4. Chad 5. Grinding out there. Oh, the bumper's up. I think we can still finish the way it is. Yeah, it's still working. A better airflow.
30 seconds left.
I don't think it's helping aerodynamically though. Caution out there in the center. Stay tight in the center. Stay tight in the center. Hard smacks out there on the back wall.
15 seconds left.
15 seconds now, drivers. 15. Stay calm. Stay fast. Stay clean. Bring it on round. Stay, watch out at the end. Watch out at the end.
L. Matt done. Chris Monday done. Chad Bradley done.
It's a bumpy end.
Monday done.
And that's the
Conrad
race.
Done.
Rob pulls the win, 8:51 in the 8:01. Chris, 8:51 in the 8:03. Matt, 8:47 in the 8:02. Chad, 8:45 in the 8:05. Mike, 8:45 in the 8:05. And Conrad, 8:33 in the 8:05. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Coming at you live now, 12 scale A main. Looking for Brian Vanderveen, Scott, Steve, Greg, and Brian Fink. Marshals to the track for me, please. If I could have Rob, Chris, Matt, and Chad. Top 4 from the last. Rob, Chris, Matt, and Chad will be all set and ready to roll.
The stake. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Greg Huey. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Steve Roebling. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Scott Uden.
Just looking for Brian Vanderveen out to the track. Here he comes now. You know what they say, the last one on the track goes to the tail.
I had one laying around.
Brian Vanderveen.
All right, what you guys lined up is Vanderveen in 1, Scott in 2, Steve in 3, Greg in 4, and Fink in 5. All right, you guys are all set and ready to go on the tone in lesson 5. Caution on the bottom right, stay tight on the bottom right. All clear.
See ya.
1 minute down, 7 to go. It is Fink your leader. Scott in second, back 2.2 seconds. Vanderveen in third, back half a second. Greg in fourth, back 3.8. And Steve in fifth, back 7.2 seconds. Caution on the top left. Stay wide on the top left. All clear. Six minutes left. It is Brian Fink, your leader. Brian Vanderveen in second, back 3.1 seconds. Scott in third, back 4.4 seconds. Steve in fourth, back 6.5. And Greg in fifth, back 2 seconds. Right now, Brian Vanderveen holds the fastest lap of the race with a 7.1. Brian Fink's fastest lap is a 7.2. Scott's fastest lap is a 7.37. Steve's fastest lap is a 7.32. And Greg's fastest lap is a 7.35. Five minutes left. Stay tight in the middle. All clear. 5 minutes left. It is Brian Fink, your leader. Brian Vanderveen in second, back 4.5 seconds. Scott in third, back 1.2 seconds. Steve in fourth, back 10.7. And Greg in fifth, back 6 seconds. Coming up next is 21.5 TC.
Four minutes left.
You guys are halfway done. 4 minutes down, 4 to go. It is Brian Fink, your leader. Brian Vanderveen in second, back 2 seconds. Scott in third, back 2.2 seconds. Steve in fourth, back 11.5. And Greg in fifth, back 5 seconds. Brian Vanderveen still holds the fastest lap with a 7.1. Brian Fink's fastest lap is a 7.2. Scott's fastest lap is a 7.23. Steve's fastest lap is a 7.32. And Greg's fastest lap is a 7.35. Is that a medium or a large? Dang.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes left. It is Brian Fink, your leader. Brian Vanderveen in second, back 5.3 seconds. Scott in third, back 0.3 seconds. Steve in fourth, back 10.3. And Greg in fifth, back 7.1. Up next is 21.5 TC.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes left in the race. It's Brian Fink, your leader. Brian Vanderveen in second, back 5 seconds. Scott in third, back 0.4 seconds. Steve in fourth, back 12.3 seconds. And Greg in fifth, back 7.2. Up next is 21.5 touring car.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds in the race driver's final 60. It is Brian Fink, your leader. Brian Vanderveen in second, back 3.7 seconds. Scott in third, back 2/10.
45 seconds left.
Steve in fourth, back 20 seconds. And Greg in fifth, back half a second.
30 seconds
30
left.
seconds left in the race drivers. 30 seconds left.
Fifteen seconds left. Steve Roebling done.
Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be done once we hear your
Brian
name.
Vanderveen done.
Brian Vanderveen, Scott, Brian Fink, Steve, and Greg. Everyone's done. Brian Fink got the win with a 62 in the 504. Scott got second with a 61 in the 801. Brian Vanderveen got third with a 61 in the 803. Steve got fourth with a 58 in the 80s. Greg got fifth with a 58 in the 804. Brian Fink, 62, 804. We are moving on to race 4. Skipping 21.5 touring car, going to GT12. I need my 12 scale drivers for the marshals. Again, out now is GT12.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Out on the track now is your GT12 main event with Steve, John Steger, Greg, Scott, Nick, and John Sumner. I'm needing my 12 scale drivers for the marshals. Any 4 12 scale drivers? What? Yeah. You were like, yeah, I'm all set. I'm all set. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, there it goes. Really?
John Sumner.
I like the shade of blue that they were going with. The shade of blue is odd.
John Steger.
Looking for those GT12 main event drivers. Also looking for my 12 scale drivers for marshals.
Steve Roebling. Nick Zaley.
Yeah, it's weird because like you pull them in, you pull them in, you pull them in, and then it's like one slight mistake, and it's like two seconds,
Scott
now
Uden.
back to 5. You go back to 2 seconds, and slight mistake, go back to 5 seconds. Yeah, because you were at like. Especially in through here.
Greg Huey.
Yeah, because if you miss that first disc, or you screwed up there, you screw up all this entire corner here. Hey, RJ and Matt, could I get you two out to the track for marshals, please? Hey, Matt. Hey, Brian. Could you go over there and get Matt? Never mind. Rob's got it. I think. We'll get you guys lined up. It is Steve in 1, John Steger in 2, Greg in 3, Scott in 4, Nick in 5, and John Sumner in 6. The center. That's an amazing grid. It's Steve in 1, John Steger in 2, Greg in 3, Scott in 4, Nick in 5, and John Sumner in 6. All right, my marshals are in place. You guys are good to go on the tone in less than 5. One minute down, 7 to go. It is John Steger, your leader. Steve in second, back 1.5 seconds. Greg in third, back 2 seconds. Scott in fourth, back 1.8. John Sumner in fifth, back 1.2. And Nick in sixth, back 4 seconds. Caution on the left, stay wide on the left. All clear. Six minutes left in the race. It's John Steger, your leader. Steve in second, back 0.7 seconds. Greg in third, back 4 seconds. Scott in fourth, back 1.5. Nick in fifth, back 10 seconds. And John Sumner in sixth, back 1 second. Currently, Scott holds the fastest lap of the race with a 7.7. John Steger's fastest lap is a 7.85. Steve's fastest lap is a 7.7. Greg's fastest lap is a 7.8. Nick's fastest lap is an 8 flat. And John Sumner's fastest lap is an 8 flat. No. Scott is 3 seconds behind Greg. 5 minutes left in the race. It is John Steger, your leader. Steve in second, back 0.2 seconds. Greg in third, back 5.8. Scott in fourth, back 2.6. John Sumner in fifth, back 11.5. And Nick in sixth, back half a second. Stay low on the right, low on the right.
4 minutes left.
All clear on the right. You guys are halfway down. 4 minutes down, 4 to go. It is John Steger, your leader. Steve in second, back half a second. Greg in third, back 7.2. Scott in fourth, back 3.3. And John Sumner in fifth, back 12.8. Three minutes left. It is John Steger, your leader. Steve in second, back 2 seconds. Greg in third, back 10 seconds. Scott in fourth, back 6.7. John Sumner in fifth, back 9.3. And Nick in sixth, back 21 seconds. Scott still holds the fastest lap of the race with a 7.73. John Steger's fastest lap is a 7.85. Steve's fastest lap is a 7.76. Greg's fastest lap is a 7.8. John Sumner's fastest lap is an 8 flat. And Nick's fastest lap is a 7.9. Two minutes left.
2 minutes
John
left.
Steger is your leader. Steve in second, back 2 seconds. Greg in third, back 11 seconds. Scott in fourth, back 9. John Sumner in fifth, back 13 seconds. And Nick in sixth, back 24 seconds.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds in the race, drivers. Final 60. Stay wide in the middle. All clear in the middle. It is John Steger, your leader. Steve
45
in
seconds
second,
left.
back half a second. Scott in third, back 24 seconds. Greg in fourth, back 2.5. John Sumner in 5th, back 24.5 seconds. Nick in 6th, back 24 seconds.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left in the race, drivers. 30 seconds left. Coming up next is your last race, which is Formula One.
Fifteen seconds left.
Leaders are coming by, guys. Pink and white car is second. All white is your leader. Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be done once you hear your name.
Scott Uden done.
Greg, you're done. Scott, you're done. John Steger, you're done. Steve,
Roebling done.
everyone's done.
Lindsay Lee done. John
John
done.
Steger got the win with a 59 in the 806. Steve got second with a 59 in the 807. Scott got third with a 56 in the 805. Greg got fourth with a 55 in the 801. John Sumner got fifth with a 54 in the 808. And Nick got sixth with a 51 in the 807. Up next is the very last race, Formula One A-Main with RJ and Brian. I will need John Steger and Steve out to the track for marshals. John Steger and Steve, I need you for marshals. Looking for those Formula One drivers. Also looking for John Steger and Steve for my two marshals.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Brian van der Veen. RJ Killian.
right, we'll get you guys lined up. It is RJ, your leader, and Brian in second. Hey, Steve. Can I get you over here, please? Thank you. All right, my marshals are in place. You guys are good to go on the tone in lesson 5.
Four minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. It is RJ, your leader. Brian in second, back 1.8 seconds. Now it is Brian, your new leader, and RJ in second, back 1.2.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes left in the race. It is Brian, your leader. Now it is RJ, your leader, and Brian in second. Back 0.3 seconds. Brian holds the fastest lap of the race with an 8.44. RJ's fastest lap is an 8.45.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes left. It is Brian, your leader, and RJ in second. Back 1 second. Ooh. Final 60 seconds
1
in the
minute
race,
left.
drivers. Final 60. It is RJ, your leader. Brian in second. Back 0.8 seconds.
.45 seconds left.
Brian's closing the gap. Now he's back at 0.3 seconds. Now that gap has went to
30 seconds
1.2. 30 seconds left in the race, drivers. 30 seconds.
.15 seconds left.
10 seconds left in the race, drivers. 10 seconds left. Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be done once you hear your name. Brian, you're done. And there's RJ.
Killian done.
RJ got the win with a 33 in the 507. Brian got second with a